Wow, 12 days into June already. It's Mark, the table tennis player coaching for you. You know how it is. I play table tennis and talk about it a lot. I'm back anyway for another weekly update. If I can get my words out today, it's a weekly update of table tennis news right down here in Bristol and Bath in the southwest, just in my own little corner of the world. So this week, I managed to get out on, when was it? Monday night. Went down to St George, Leo's domain, to go and play some good players. So yeah, had about 3 or 4 really good games. Jack Vaughan being, I guess, the highlight, although it's more of a highlight for Jack than it was for me. Yeah, well done, Jack, on your victories there. Really good to get some good opening up attacking shots coming back and forth for Jack, because as soon as you put the ball with a bit of speed, he puts it straight back with the same speed, if not a little touch more, and especially down the lines and the corners. Super player, really nice chap to boot as well. So well done, Jack, on your wins. Also played Tony, left-handed Tony. Had some good games against him. Did some good warm-up actually. So not many people do this locally that I've seen, to actually have a good warm-up before they play. So we did the classic X's and H's. So X is going across the court either way, and H is going down the lines. So we did that for about 5-10 minutes or so just before we started playing in earnest, playing properly. So yeah, really thanks for that, Tony. That was really good practice. That was the first game of the night actually. Jack, I think, was second. Then played Martin as well, Martin C. I forget your surname, sorry. That was really good. Martin's come on leaps and bounds actually. Again, another left-hander. So you got to be super careful when you're playing left-handers, because if you put it across the court, down as if you're playing your forehand across the court in the X, they can do all sorts of things with their backhand because they're so used to it. And similarly, if you play your backhand down to their forehand area, it's going to get not slapped but smashed back very well. It's got to be really wary with left-handers. So how I personally overcome that is to try and play them at their own games, to try and come over on my forehand onto their forehand, and subsequently try and get on my backhand on their backhand. Maybe an uber defensive, it's easier for me to go backhand to their backhand. But yeah, it kind of throws their game a little bit, hopefully. But they do like to move you around, so that's certainly what Martin and indeed Tony did to me. Yeah, some really good games, guys. No, really appreciate it. And then lastly, who did I play last? There was one game right at the end when I was super tired. I'm trying to remember who that was. Oh, Eric. Call him Angry Eric. He's got a very fierce smash on him. Played up in, I think it's Division 1 this season in Bristol. So, yeah, phenomenally well. It might have been 2, actually, but probably a couple of games up in 1 anyway. But, yeah, phenomenal player. He's super happy chap off the table. But if you slightly get him angry on the table, his shots come back with 20, 30, 50% more power than they should do. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, really good fun playing Eric. Really appreciate the games from everyone down at St George. And, yeah, the camaraderie down there is really great, to be fair. Yeah, I think I'll be using the practice sessions in the summer a lot more if I can get down there. But yeah, then it brings us on to a couple of phone calls this week as well. So had Monksy on the line. Thanks for the call, Monksy. Yeah, we chatted just generally about what, Bath Prem next year and what he's doing, and how I'm going to be sort of running Key Centre and what we're hoping to achieve with our teams that we've got left in the different leagues in Bath. So yeah, really good catch up with Monksy. Monksy and Jeffers are going to come down to St George to Keynsham at some point. We'll probably see them at St George at some point as well. But anyway, going to come down to Keynsham to see me. Have a few knocks. It'd be good to get Monksy on the table, even on a little video. Little chat with him would be great. And Jeffers is a cracking character as well. And any of the other ringers that they bring in as well, like your Lee Phillips or your Godfathers. Actually, I put up my quickest table tennis game actually against the Godfather, Dave Hadley, just last week. That's done really well, as well as a lot of little shorts as well. A few people get confused why I put Nirvana as the backing track, but who doesn't like Kurt Cobain screaming on a track whilst you're trying to walk through a table tennis hall? It's awesome. But yeah, it's been really going well on YouTube at the minute. A couple of new subscribers, so thank you very much. I think we're up to like 238 now, so approaching like the quarter, your 250 mark. So yeah, quarter of what you need to be, I guess, monetized and all that stuff on here. But I'm just enjoying it. I really do love it, talking to you guys on here and trying to get the conversation going about table tennis. Again, in the comments this week, if you care to like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff, in the comments this week, just let me know who you like playing the most and explain why, because obviously it might be your best mate. We don't necessarily know them, but just say who you like playing, locally to you, and why you like playing them. I mean, me personally, who do I like playing the most? I've already said it. Jack Vaughan's great to play against, even though I can't get a game off of him. But I'd say probably attacking John is one of my favourite players to play. Here in Keynsham socially, because attacking John, he's the most defensive man in the world, but he puts his all into the game. He's a bit more experienced than me, a little bit older than me, but his energy and passion for table tennis socially is phenomenal. So yeah, attacking John would be my good go-to. Good pushing games against him, lots of chop, and then the occasional smash as well, which you get surprised by. But yeah, loads of different players actually. There's loads of good characters down here in Bristol and Bath. But yeah, just who do you like playing the most socially, and why, really? Put in the comments if you could. Then coming on to tonight, we had Keynsham Table Tennis Club. Really good session tonight. Saw my little wash-in post. I had to get this in the wash this week on the sunny days. But yeah, had a really good session tonight. We had some really good players in the room, actually. Josh came down again, Josh Branch, along with German Michael. Sorry, I keep forgetting your surname, Michael. So those two had a really good ding-dong. Also, Wei was here as well. So again, Wei is wonderful. He's a great guy. Had some really good games with him, actually, personally, at the end. Really good to kind of open up and have some really good attacking games. Also had some good challenges from JJ today as well. Ola looked like he was on form, his stepdad. There was Matthew in the room. We didn't get, even Matthew playing doubles tonight, he didn't play once. That's awesome, Matthew. Thank you very much for that. But tried to pop him into some competitive games. Also, Spinny Nick and Camilo were in the room, so that was really cool. Along with Christmas champ Chris. He loves that nickname, honestly. I think we're all just waiting on the summer competition, which I still haven't organised yet. But there will be a members-only tournament. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. But then we also had some new players in the room. So Jack came for a second week. So Jack's Toby's mate. So Toby and his mum Laura came along, and Jack started coming for the last couple of weeks now. So Jack, if you come next week, you'll get your own peg. So I won't be calling you guest one or guest two, what have you. And then also we had two Martins. Happenstance both had the same name, obviously, being two Martins. But I was chatting to one of them on text today. He's a bit unsure about coming. I just said, look, it's when you're trying a new sport for the first time, you're gonna find it tricky to start with. There's no getting around that, especially coming as an adult, working adult. It's hard to step into a sport like that if you haven't played before. The other Martin had played a little bit in youth club before, so after a sort of 5-6 hits, then suddenly he was getting a load of attacking shots on the table, which is great to see. Both of them, I think, thoroughly enjoyed it tonight, touch wood. Hopefully you'll both be back soon. Antonio kept his word and came back this week, which is great. He also said see you next week. So Antonio, if you're watching, you're coming week in, week out now, which is great. As long as work could get you away on time. He's telling me about different projects he's been on and stuff. So yeah, it sounds fascinating. I think we had like 18, 19 in the room tonight. So super, super busy session. I'm sorry if I don't mention all of you. It's just absolutely fried right now. Hot night. Really good vibes tonight. Probably won't get to the table over the weekend, but if you guys do, please let me know about it. And is there anything you want me to cover? Please let me know as well. I know that a few wider topics like Table Tennis England have announced their new membership pricing just recently. So I think membership has gone up by a couple of quid on some of the more popular memberships. So, for like local league and for 2-star, 1-star, whatever these tournaments are. So I think that's gone up a little bit. But in all fairness to them, I think they've kept those prices frozen for a good number of years now since COVID. So, when it comes to upping it to say 25 to 27, whatever it may be, I think if it can get tangible proof into clubs and grassroots level table tennis across the country, then it's only a good thing. I mean, I've got to say though, on the flip side of that, personally, as Keynsham Table Tennis Club, we haven't seen any of that. We had the Southwest rep down, which was great. Amanda came down, had a look at our club, suggested a few things. They like it to be. They like clubs to be run a bit more professionally, I guess. This is me speaking very openly now. Very, very professional, like big committees, things done right. And that is essentially the right way of doing it. But also, if someone like me doesn't put on a club session, then those 19 players tonight wouldn't have anywhere to go. I've had to not self-fund, it's funded itself, but I've put resource, time, efforts into this club, and without doing that, then those 19 people tonight, those 18 last week, those 12 the week before, whatever it may be, all these players like Josh, like Andy Quinn, all of these players that come through the club. Andy Quinn was back tonight, actually, the original teenager. But all of these players that come through my efforts here, they wouldn't have happened if I didn't get up and do it. So I think there's a lot to be said for committees, and I do agree. It's a good thing to have organisation. And yeah, if anyone is like-minded like myself down here in Bath and Bristol, then please do reach out and we can collaborate and do some things. But also, being a solo person creating these clubs, it allows you to be much more flexible and adjust things to how they need to be. Be it on the night, you can change from doubles to singles to bit of coaching, a bit of this, bit of that. So it's good. And flexibility that if I want to put on a Friday night session, I can go do it because all I need to do, rent the room out. I don't have anyone breathing around my neck. You can't do this. Why not? Oh, the committee, blah, 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 all of this. You don't get any politics in it. It's you get to do it how you like to do it. But I'm very aware that you don't want it to be like a dictatorship or have my view as the only view available. So yeah, anyway, I thought I'd go on a bit of tangent on that. But yeah, going back to the point, if they've raised their fees a little bit, let me know if you agree or disagree with those the fee raising and what they're going to be used for. I mean, touch wood, we get to see something, coming through into clubs like ours so that we get more balls, better nets. I don't know, a table is asking too much, maybe, I don't know. But or just put in resource so that we can all work together and create more hubs of play, basically. But yeah, anyway, that was my little tangent at the end. But if you've got this far in the video, thank you very, very much. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all of that great stuff. Just make sure you get to a table, pick up a bat and play. And I will see you very, very soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.